No Days liquid fusing adhesive is available in 4-ounce or 8-ounce bottles and comes with an ultra-fine tip needle dispenser, perfect for making intricate designs in glasswork and painting with Frit. You can achieve different shades in varying the way that you apply the adhesive. Applied straight from the bottle, you can get heavy accent lines when pouring or sifting powder on top of the adhesive. However, if you apply the adhesive with a paintbrush, you can get a softer look that's great for shading and adding painterly details to portions of your glass art. If you change your design or your mind, let the adhesive dry and then easily remove the powder with a razor. You can reuse the powder because the adhesive will burn clean. It's easy to create detailed designs with Frit using No Days liquid fusing adhesive. Begin by tracing or drawing your design in adhesive using the needle tip applicator, then laying Frit or powder on top of the adhesive. There's no need to worry if the Frit isn't applied exactly in the spots where you want it, as it's easy to move into place using whatever tools you've got handy. I'm using a couple of small spoons and a bamboo skewer, but a toothpick would work as well. I'm sure you've got many tools laying around the house if you get creative. As you can see, I'm building my design by laying down Frit, wetting it with liquid adhesive, moving it into place if necessary, and then layering more Frit on top of that. Once you've established your design lines, you can move on to adding your fill color. Build up layers of Frit in the same manner, adding Frit, wetting it with adhesive, cleaning up your lines, and adding more Frit. It's good to tamp down the design occasionally to push the Frits and powders as close together as possible. In order for the design to be solid and show up well, you'll need to layer the Frits at least 1/8 of an inch thick. The liquid fusing adhesive doesn't dry for a few hours, but it's tacky enough that your design will hold together quite well almost immediately. When the adhesive dries, it holds incredibly strong. If your design dries and you need to rework it, simply add a few drops of liquid fusing adhesive to the area that needs to be worked on. When working with glass powders, you'll find that you really need to use a lot of powder. Begin by wetting the surface of the glass with adhesive, adding powders, and then wetting the powders with adhesive. If you're having a hard time getting the glass to cooperate, you may need to add more glass powder or more liquid adhesive until you find the right consistency that will allow you to easily manipulate your design. Once you've found the proper balance between adhesive and glass powder, you can begin to move the powders into place to follow your design lines. When you're happy with the design, let the adhesive dry thoroughly and fire in the kiln. Using the Frit painting technique, you can add more depth to your glass art by composing your designs on multiple layers of glass and overlapping them. For this flower, I made the outline in powders on the top layer of the glass, while creating the fill colors on a base layer of glass. You can achieve a nice even coverage by combining fine Frit with powder. No matter the design, I find it's easiest to begin building from the inside and work your way out. The more you practice with this technique, the better your results will become. Using No Days liquid fusing adhesive allows you to build a design in Frit and glass powders easily. The adhesive is tacky enough to hold the design secure within minutes and allows you the luxury of creating a design in one space and traveling safely to the kiln without the worry of sending glass powders airborne or losing your design in transit. Before firing your design, you should let the adhesive dry thoroughly. However, if you vent your kiln and heat slowly, you can speed up the drying time of the adhesive. Remembering that all kilns fire differently and that both the type and placement of glass in the kiln will affect the firing schedule you use, here are some sample firing schedules to get you started. It's a good idea to keep a journal of your firing schedules for reference so you can change them as needed.